Wagwan YouTube, welcome back to the channel. So today we have this Nissan Sentra in front of us. So the code is given is that right there, P0183, and that's for a fuel tank pressure fuel tank temperature sensor. Says something about the circuit, so that either mean this it got disconnected or the sensor burned out. So where does that sensor located, you might ask? And it's located in the fuel tank on the sending unit or on the fuel pump, whichever you call it, which gonna be in the back seat, under the back seat. So what we got to do, guys, is lift the back seat up, and I'm gonna show you how we do that. First we got to make some space, so we're gonna pull the seat forward. We're gonna pull this seat forward, so that seat forward, and also bring this up so that seat is up. And then we're going to do the same thing for the driver's seat. Pull it forward, it's up. We're going to turn the car off, and now we're going to go in the back. So now we are in the back, and you have like two lock on it, guys. One right here, pull up on it right there, you can see that right there, and it's the same thing on this side right here. So once that's done, you can lift this up, take the back seat out completely, just like that. So guys, what we're gonna do is use a Phillips screw, and we're gonna turn this counterclockwise. Actually it's clockwise. We're gonna turn it clockwise. Get you a close-up on it. That's what it looked like. Turn it like that. So you just want to get it lined up, then you can use the same screwdriver to pry it up. And what you can do is unplug this right here, and this is the same way how to change your fuel pump. The same process I'm going through can change your fuel pump on this Nissan Sentra. So once you squeeze this, just rack it back like that. Alright, so you can just set that off to the side right here. So this right here, guys, I would recommend start the car one more time, just so the fuel that's in the system can come out the system, so it can take out a lot of the pressure. And also open your fuel tank, open the gas cap. So let's do that. So it cranked up. It's gonna run and shut off once the fuel out the line. Also under here, hold that. It's on the other side. Alright, so that helps to release the pressure from the tank, and also the pressure from the line. And a quick tip, guys, when you go to the gas station, wherever you see this arrow on the gas thing right here, you can see where the gas gauge is, and you can see like there's a gas pump right there. Wherever you see the arrow, that's where your fuel door gonna be. If you see it pointing to that side over there, that means your fill up cap over there, or if you point to the left, it's on the left side. So the car shut off. We're gonna start it one more time, then we're gonna get back to the back. So guys, the compressor running in the background. Don't want me to be great, and you probably noticed that I already cleaned this. So what you gotta do is push this back like that, squeeze in the tabs, and then you can pull the so you can use this, the same screwdriver, just to push in the clips. push it in on both sides. And now it still spilled a lot, some, but not too much. So what you can do is just get a piece of rag to just dry up the fuel. So you just that's normal, guys. Don't worry too much about that. Just kind of clean it. And if you didn't really crank the car, you would have a lot more pressure than just that. So that's why we crank the car, to minimize that. So we're gonna clean it first and make sure we wipe this out, get most of the fuel that's spilled over. Alright guys, so you need this right here along with a hammer, so you can find a lip and you can knock it. That's what you gotta do, guys. You gotta try knock it right around. So you wanna hold it like, knock it. And there you go, guys. Once it spin, once this part right here, clear this part, you can take it out. So now it's free. Kind of center it, and you pick it up just like that. And now we can go ahead and take out the fuel pump. What I normally do is take up this too, the O-ring, because you don't want to get gas on the O-ring. If you're going to reuse the O-ring, you don't want to get gas on the O-ring, because the gas is going to make the O-ring stretch. Or if you're not going to reuse it, it doesn't matter. I would recommend changing. So there you go, the fuel. So this right here is the fuel pressure sensor. This is the sensor right here, and it comes and it connects into right here. So you can unplug this, and you can change this along with the along with the fuel flow. So this is what read the level of the sensor. As you can see there, it look like it's doing its time, it's wearing out. You see right here, you see how this color it is. That means it's time to change. So you can just change this and this from another get the part. Let's see. So guys, you just want to hold this right here, pull this down, flick this out, turn it around, push this out just like that, and you can route the wires through here and just replace this. This is a temperature sensor. This is a temperature sensor right here, and this is your right here, this is your float that read your fuel level sensor. So you can see this right here, and that's how you would take this out, and then you will just get a new one, slide this back in like this, run this back through here, so now you know where your fuel tank pressure temperature sensor is on the Nissan Sentra. It's probably the same thing for the rest of the Nissan, the Altimas, and the because it's the same setup. And then you push that back in, run this back down here, and there you go. You would change the fuel pressure, the fuel temperature sensor, or get a fuel tank temperature sensor. So let's go ahead, and I'm gonna change the pump because I have a used pump that I have around here. I could just do that, but since I already have this out, I'm just gonna change the pump. So let's get to that. So I'm gonna go ahead and wipe this. So what I'm doing, guys, just wiping this down because I don't want any gas. I don't want any gas to touch this rubber right here. Wipe down the rubber, make sure no dust is there. Put that back in, or put the tank, put this in, and then we can put this in. So there you go. Just make sure it's sitting in the groove where you get it from. And then you want to set this back where the fuel line can go, just like that. So once you set it like that, you can just push it down. So there you go, guys. Make sure the rubber is seated properly. Once the rubber is seated properly, that's pushed down, you can keep pressure on it, and there you go. So there you go. Once that's done like that, you can just get the hammer and the thing and knock it. So where this grooves right here on the tank, this groove right here, where this goes back under here. So let's do that. So guys, the same way how you take it off is the same way you put it on. Once you make sure it's under all the lips, you just go ahead, knock it. Then you can get this. Alright, so now you can see, make sure it's locked properly right here. So now that looks good. You can go ahead and connect this, and you can lock this back into place, and then counterclockwise. So counterclockwise, that's good. What we're going to do now is start the car up. It's gonna take a while to start because remember there's no gas in the system, but once the gas fill the line, go back to the injectors, it's gonna start. So it's alright guys, so now it's on. You can let it idle, it's gonna feel a little rough. It's just gonna get all the air out of the system. So there you go. Now we're gonna come and we're gonna clear our codes that we have for disconnecting the fuel pump and the fuel lever. So turn the ignition on. And guys, I know you guys always say, oh, you don't have no scan tool. Guess what? Go to AutoZone, have them scan it for you and tell them to clear the code for you to see if the light's gonna come back on, and they will clear the code for you. They will scan your car for free, they will clear the code for free. So there where you can go to clear your code. Start the car up, and that's how you do that. Please go ahead, like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel. Peace out, see you next time. Oh, I forget to show you, the check engine light is gone. Car is running good. Now it's time to put in the back seat and be finished with this. So let's go ahead, put this seat in. Get this garbage out of here. So we need. So guys, I put back the seat. I noticed my camera was dead by the time I get back to it, so I don't know if we record me putting in the seat or whatsoever, but it's in, and we're gonna go on a test drive to make sure everything is running good. Everything look good so far. You can see the engine running smooth, not shaking or anything. So guys, look right here. Car driving good. And that's how you change, that's how you would change your fuel pump. That's how you change your fuel tank temperature sensor. So if you want to change those or replace them, that's how you do it.